Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I am your refined mental woman, Melissa J. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you got any questions you want to speak to me about, topics I upload onto YouTube or wherever other platform, you can email me at melissaj328@gmail.com. Okay, so jumping right into the topic, we're going to speak about self. Is it okay to fall into the you state? Okay, yeah, it's okay. But don't sit there. What is the you state? The you state is the three-dimensional state of people, places, and possessions. And the power of self is powerful, okay? And the reason why it's powerful because you're able to go in and out of the three-dimensional state. Before I had uploaded this video, it didn't work for some reason, and I kind of think I know why, but I'm doing it now. And the reason why I'm doing it now, because it's very important for me to get out. All right, so you being yourself is powerful, okay? And it's powerful because you can jump out of the you state and up to the state of your higher self, of whom you're really supposed to be. And the reason why you will probably go down into the you state is because every day is not going to be a great day, okay? Every day isn't going to be a great day. And the reason why it's not going to be a great day, because sometimes you do have to fall back, all right, and analyze the things that you had already have accomplished, you know, along this journey to get to yourself. And I'm letting you guys know this because a part of this journey, you know, everything is not going to be glitz and glamorous, okay? But if you do go back into that you state, which is a three-dimensional state of people, places, and possessions, you'll be just sit there for a day or two, okay, and then get right back up to yourself, because this three-dimensional state is nothing but a state for you to utilize any opportunities that you need, okay, to rise up to yourself. It's a three-dimensional state. It's a material world, okay? So whatever things that you want to, you know, manifest that is in your righteous, okay, your righteous passage, all right? Anything that is within your righteous passage, you're supposed to take those opportunities and utilize them to catapult you up to, you know, whatever you're supposed to do, whatever yourself tells you that you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. But sometimes, you know, you can't see that vision, all right? And, you know, the mental blinders is kind of like foggy, and you just can't see your direction. And sometimes you'll fall into that three-dimensional state to, you know, you might feel a little down and out and things like that, but it's okay. Just don't sit in it. Don't sit in it. Please don't sit in it, because it's not for you to sit in. Just like a flower has to have water to grow, and that's what you're doing. You're growing. And sometimes you have to sit back and, you know, rest and really collect your thoughts and keep them into alignment of your direction up to yourself. All right. You know, I know people go through a lot of different things in their life or whatever, but you know, the power, which is the powerful state of self, which is the highest intelligence upon this earth, it has I can't even say that word, activities, all right, to it, that is instructions, that things that you are allowed to do and things that you shouldn't do. And one thing that you shouldn't do is just sit and stay in that three-dimensional state. All right. You must rise up to, okay, your personified self of whom you're, really are and what you're supposed to do. And that is, be yourself. All right. This weekend was a really, really challenging weekend for me. I had goals set in mind of things that I wanted to do. But because, sometimes when things may happen, and it could be just within yourself, like when things happen, you have to really sit back and say that you got to rest. But don't think that you're not, getting up to your goals and the things that you are supposed to do along this journey to keep on continuing to rise up to yourself. No, it's not that you are failing, because you're not. It's that you have to sit in that you state to rest for just a moment, and then get your nose back to the grind, So, this weekend was kind of I was just I don't know, I guess I was just very anxious and just expecting things to happen the way I wanted it to happen. But for some reason, it didn't go according to the way I wanted it to. And I had to step back and realize okay, damn, all right. Sometimes I'm not going to be able to accomplish the things that I want to right at that given moment. And when you start connecting with yourself and allow yourself into the driver's seat, yourself will, allow your body to get into a certain state where it wants you to rest, okay? Where it wants you just to sit back, because that is a part of the journey. I'm not saying you got to always be okay, I got to do this goal. Okay, I got to do this. Rest is a part of the growth as well, okay? Just like I was using an example as a flower. Rest is part of the growth as well, all right? And you must be patient with yourself. I did a video about that the other day, about being patient with yourself. And once you be patient with yourself, then yourself will open up, along this passage, along this self-love journey of things that you're supposed to do, things that you're supposed to have a connection with, and you're supposed to take those opportunities and collect those opportunities and apply them to yourself. And it will direct you and keep on uprising you up to your connection and what you're supposed to do. All right. I see a lot of, self-love care and self-love journey videos, but, nobody really explains about the things that you will go through in your self-love journey or on your self-love journey. Okay. And here on this channel, what I do is that I help people realize that they have a self, and I help catapult people up to themselves. And doing that is a very tedious job, but it is that birthright that everybody has, that they are gifted with and they are present to the world in this present state to do exactly what they're supposed to do, and that is be themselves. And I help you find that description, because all of us are descriptive with a self, but a lot of people don't know that description. Why? Because this is why the world is unbalanced. It's because we got people in paths that they're not supposed to go in, but that they're in, and this is where it comes into, a lot of people are miserable. They don't like what they're doing. They're just doing it for the means of money. But when you are yourself and you are really doing the things that you are supposed to do, that you were born here for, which is the right of civilization, is to know thyself, you'll start to love life and whom you really are. But along this lifelong journey that we all are on, okay, you have to know the rightful path is the passage. That's the rightful one, because you have to balance out the left and the right, the front and the back. And then that's a platform, which is a 4 stable foundation that you can rise up to yourself of whom you're really supposed to be, and that is yourself. But you have to know that you're going to have to go through the fire of this 3-dimensional state. And of course, because you're here on a 3-dimensional state, sometimes you have to sit in the 3-dimensional state and allow self to get those things arranged for you, okay? Connecting to self to be yourself so you can rise up to that passage of what you're supposed to do. And it will start to speak to you. It will start to present itself to you on your journey and what you're supposed to do. It's not easy. And days are going to be rainy, of course. And as you're, rising up too, it's going to be lonely, but you will connect with those and make a connection with whom you're supposed to have a connect with, but you're disconnecting from the 3-dimensional state. All right. So I just want to let you guys know, yes, self can go back into the 3-dimensional state, but just don't sit there. But that is the powerful, knowing of self, that you can, interchange between, you can go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, but collect the things that you're supposed to collect in a 3-dimensional state and rise up to. And every time you have to rest, in a 3-dimensional state, it's nothing but a growth spurt, of yourself. And it takes you up to another level, or levels. It depends. All right. If you guys have any questions about topics I speak about, you can email me at melissajay328@gmail.com. That's melissajay328@gmail.com. Like and subscribe to this channel. And remember to always be yourself. All right. Have a beautiful day, evening, or night. And I'll see you guys on the next one.